I get requests for this on a daily basis. Lava cakes in an air fryer. Yes, we are doing it in its gooey, ooey goodness.
He's got budget meals for families, delicious new recipes. Bring your friends over, let's make it and share. It's Nicko's kitchen where satisfying meals are prepared.
I love lava cakes, chocolate fondant, I love it. It is one of my favorite desserts. It is so romantic, and a lot of you out there have been requesting that I try a recipe in the air fryer. So I adapted my original lava cake recipe or my chocolate fondant recipe, and I've adapted it to an air fryer. And let me tell you, it is absolutely glorious. So firstly, into a bowl, I've got some softened butter, unsalted, and to that I'm going to be adding in some caster sugar or superfine sugar. Now you could use an electric mixer for this. I'm just doing it old school. I'm just getting in there with a spatula first of all and just creaming that butter and sugar together, giving it a good mix around till it gets nice and pale and creamy. And then I'm going to be adding in my eggs that I've beaten up, and again just incorporate it a little bit before I start to get the whisk in there, and just give it a good whisk around, and again it's going to get even more creamy, more pale, and that's what we're after. Next I'm going to be adding in our flour. Now this is just plain regular flour. If you have self-raising flour, then you can use that as well. Just make sure you don't fill up the ramekins as much as I do, because obviously yours will rise. But for this recipe, I'm just using regular plain flour. And to that, I'm just gonna add a little pinch of salt. Now for the chocolate, I'm using milk chocolate. It's what I had, but usually I would use some dark chocolate, just my preference. But you can use dark milk chocolate. You can even use white chocolate for this if you want a white chocolate fondant or lava cake. So I've got some chocolate chips. I've heated them up in the microwave. You can use a double boiler if you want to, but I've just heated them up in the microwave, and then with a spoon, I'm just mixing all that chocolate around, melting it down. Always be really careful though in the microwave. You don't want to burn your chocolate. If you've got a chocolate setting on your microwave, as most of them do nowadays, then use it. It's really good. And then just pour that chocolate straight in to the batter. It is just a thing of beauty. And you want to mix it fairly quickly, because you don't want that chocolate, because it's warm, you don't want it to split, and of course you don't want the eggs in there to scramble either. So give it a good vigorous mix around, make sure everything's combined well, and you'll see, because I'm using the milk chocolate, my batter is a little bit more pale in chocolate rather than if I was using a dark. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it into some ramekins. Now I've buttered these ramekins. You can use cooking spray if you want to. I just think the butter gives it a nice crust on the outside and a nice sort of extra taste to it. And then just pour it in almost to the top. So just smooth the tops off, tap them down a little bit, and then I'm placing them into a preheated air fryer at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit, and I'm placing it in there for 5 to 7 minutes. Now at 5 minutes, just take it out, have a look. If it's got a nice little wobble to it, you know you're ready to go. If you touch it and it looks too runny, then add on those extra 2 minutes and take it to 7. But what you are looking for is a beautiful crust. It'll almost look like a little souffle on the top. And be very, very careful when you're handling these ramekins. They will be super, super, super hot. And just leave them to cool just very slightly, only for about a minute or 2 minutes in the ramekin. And this just easily, just run your knife around the center of the ramekin and they will just pop out onto the plate. And have a look at them. They are just gorgeous. If you want to dust over some icing sugar, add some fruit, really sort of up the presentation, then it is up to you. But if you just want to get stuck in straight away like I do, all you have to do is run your knife through there and ooey gooey goodness is going to come through. Have a look at that. We've got that beautiful combination of that warm chocolate mixture with the crust on the outside, that cake on the outside. It is a beautiful contrast of textures, flavors, and for me, this is perfect. If you find this too runny, then you can always add a little bit more cooking time. Just be careful, because otherwise it's gonna turn into a cake, and you don't want that. But this is perfect for me. It's nice and gooey, almost like a fudge. And when you pick it up with a fork, You can see it just lifts off the ground, really nice and smooth. And let me tell you something, next time you have a successful date night, don't forget to thank me.